How's it going, gamers? Hope you're doing alright. Today I wanted to run through the Season 3 stuff and kind of go over my thoughts on the teasers they've shown off on streams, as well as just some speculation from my part. From what I can tell, there are 8 teasers so far, 4 of which relating to the season event stuff, or just the season theme in general, and the other 4 are the 4 new grenades. I want to run through the season theme first because personally I find that topic a little more interesting. I have more speculation on that part, and I don't know, I think I have more to say. The first teaser was this gas mask picture, and the main thing to gather from it is the 3/11/22, meaning November 3rd is when the update comes out. And other than that, you can see some nasty stuff and some gas and some weird growth going on, as well as like a shadowy figure. It might just be a dwarf. This could be the key art for the update. Like maybe if you took the gas mask away, made it a little less blurry, could be the season 3 art. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, this one's pretty bare bones. It's just a little sneaky teaser. The next teaser shows off pretty much the same thing as the previous, but actually in game. So it's this gunner walking up, and then you see this growth stuff, and I'll just pause on it. The first thing you'll notice is there's a bunch of yellow spots, which a lot of people have speculated is related to the Cursite infection, because in the machine event you collect those yellow thingies. Personally, I think something probably hit Hoxies that had this infection on it, and it started spreading throughout the caves from where it hit. So I don't think it's Cursite per se. It might be, I don't know. But I think it would be something hitting Hoxies, and a new threat would be coming to the planet. Anyway, so you can see this stuff is spreading pretty significantly throughout the caves, but it's still pretty dark. You can tell in this pillar in the middle of the shot that's like just a silhouette of a pillar that it is growing down that as well. But other than that, there's not really much else to see since it's just so dark and so far away. The third teaser shows it a little closer, and good thing this stuff illuminates, otherwise it would have been pitch black. But yeah, I just noticed this stuff is spreading really far. Like you can see on the right side, it's like spreading down there too. And it looks like it changes the terrain, which I thought was interesting. So it's like a different terrain type where this stuff is. I don't know if it's actually physically going to spread during the mission. That would be really interesting. Anyway, so this stuff looks freaky. Maybe some kind of mold, or like, I don't know, it almost looks like some sort of sentient mold. I don't really know what else to call it. The second portion of this shows parasites, but they also are infected by this stuff. And this could be bad. I have an idea of what this means. So this could either be like, when the parasites attack you, it applies an elemental effect that's like a new thing for this infection. This could also mean the parasites would enter bugs and then like infect them, and that could lead to a bunch of different things. Maybe the bugs attack differently, maybe they spread it throughout the caves more, I don't know. But it could be something like that. The latest teaser relating to season events shows off the space rig actually, and it's got the planet, so it's red, so that probably means bad, which I would say what's happening there is bad. And then it cuts to a close-up of some tools for this new season stuff, and I think these are relating to season events. So the tool on the left could be like for capturing or spraying some gas at it to like do something, like maybe get rid of the gas so you can get near it, or shoot something to like neutralize it. I don't know. It looks like it captures something because it has a little canister on it. And then the tool on the right looks like something that would suck up mold to me. I might be getting these completely wrong. So what I'm saying is I think they're adding a cleaning mini game where you have to clean up this infectious stuff using new tools for the season event. That's fantastic. As someone who made a video called Cleaning in Video Games, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what this will mean for missions, how different this threat will be. It seems pretty unique, you know, they're not just throwing new enemies at you. There's this stuff you have to clear out now that may alter how enemies work. Again, that's just speculation, but I could see it being that the enemies get infected with it too and it changes them. If you have any speculation on season 3, go ahead and throw it in the comments. I'm going to read it because I'm really intrigued by this stuff. I really like the theming of this seasonal stuff. It really fits the vibe. I've talked about the vibe of Deep Rock so many times now. The inspiration for Deep Rock is typically like sci-fi horror. I think a sentient weird infection crashing into a planet and spreading is pretty sci-fi horror. That is some nasty stuff. All right, let's move on to the grenades now. The first one they showed off was Scout's electric boomerang, and I was actually kind of close on what I wanted to see for Scout. A lightning arcing grenade is what I said. And hey, this is kind of like a little lightning arcing grenade. I don't know how great it's going to be. I mean, you can't really judge how much damage it does on this teaser because let's be honest, like this shit's going to change a million times before we actually get to use it. Regardless, it looks really cool. I think it has a decent use case, hitting multiple enemies, doing damage, stunning them, and also applying electric so they're slow. That's a lot of stuff going on, and I think it could be useful, especially because that stun duration seems pretty significant. I hope these are good at combating flying enemies, because other than cryos, Scout's pretty bad at that grenade-wise, so it'd be neat if it arced between those. So far, the electric boomerang looks really cool, and I think it's going to be hard to compete with cryos, but I could see them just increasing the max capacity of these compared to cryos. So if you had like 6 boomerangs, it'd be pretty good. The next one they showed off was for Driller, and this is definitely my favorite of the 4, and I'm probably not alone in thinking that because it looks absolutely insane. This is the lawnmower, I'm going to call it. Maybe you could call it Sonic the Hedgehog if you want. It's worth mentioning that the devs have already stated that it's going to be nerfed since recording this video, because, I mean, look at this clip of it murdering these grunts. It's crazy how much damage this does. But yeah, it's cool to see Driller getting something that deals with multiple enemies finally. I mean, the neurotoxins kind of do that, but I don't like the neurotoxins. I think they're kind of underwhelming. There's definitely going to be a learning curve for figuring out how to throw these and how to use them, finding the best place to use them, stuff like that. Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited to try out the lawnmower, or whatever this thing's going to be called. The next grenade is for Engie, and he continues to steal stuff from evil guys and make them his own. This time he took the shredders, and now they're like a little swarm of bees. It's pretty neat. It feels versatile of what it can attack effectively, whether that's flying or ground enemies. Definitely depends on how long they last and how many of them you get to see how good they are. But I do kind of just love the concept enough to want to use them. I mean, I just do like the idea of throwing a thing down and a bunch of robot bugs come out and just like attack stuff. And the last one's obviously for Gunner. It's definitely weird. I said that they should make the Gunner grenade weird. They made it weird. So you throw this thing on the ground and it shoots bullets like a sprinkler. It's like a bullet sprinkler that like fires around the entire room. Hopefully it doesn't do friendly fire. I'm assuming it doesn't. But yeah, the bullet sprinkler definitely is terrifying. I could see it being kind of laggy. Fits the role of the class. You know, it's Gunner. He likes bullets. You know that one animation where he balances the bullet? He likes them. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how useful this could be. I would see it being better in smaller rooms. I don't really know how it works in larger rooms because they only really showed it off in smaller areas. We'll see how good it is once the update's out. Looks cool though. Glad Gunner's getting his bullet sprinkler. I mentioned this a while ago on Twitter when the Engie grenade came out, but I think it applies to all of the 4 grenades, that they really do fit into and add on to the class identity really well. The electric boomerang is all flash and it has electric damage, so of course it's Scouts. Driller gets a new type of melee damage that really fits into the class role, because I mean, look at them, they look kind of like drills. Engie's got more robot friends to throw at stuff. And Gunner is just shooting more bullets than anyone else by a landslide still, so that's perfect. It makes me happy to see items reaffirm the personalities that have been built up from all the items and all the play styles of the classes. It just feels really good that it thematically fits right in. Overall, Season 3 looks pretty sick. I mean, we're still waiting to see what the DLC is. Hopefully there's more than one hair color in the Season Pass, please. Who knows, they might make error cubes, like, give you, like, coupons to Walmart.com. The future is now, baby. That's all I have to say about the Season 3 teasers. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're excited for Season 3. I definitely am. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments. Follow me on Twitter at @snis_. You can support me on Patreon if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll definitely make an overview of Season 3 once it's out later this year. Rockin' Stone.